You can use this time as an invitation to loosen your grip on control. Let the flow remind you that there's beauty to be found here, always in this moment. Welcome to Intuition Unlocked, the podcast empowering empathic women who feel misunderstood, overwhelmed, or disconnected from their intuition, begin to trust their sensitivities, find inner clarity, and show up with embodied, unstoppable confidence in their daily lives. I am your host, Olivia Ashley, an empath and intuitive, and I am so happy you're here. Hello, friend, and welcome to this week's Intuition Keys episode. These episodes offer timeless channeled messages that I receive for our podcast community that offer you guidance and insight into what spirit and your guides want you to hear at the time you're drawn to listen. I call them Intuition Keys because each message holds a key to unlock something meaningful within you, whether it's greater clarity, more alignment, or a renewed sense of trust in your intuitive path. So whether you're listening the day it comes out or months from now, trust that you've landed here for a reason. As always, as you listen to these, please allow your own intuition to rise. Notice what resonates, what stirs something inside of you, and gently release what doesn't. These messages also speak energetically, and you'll receive them best when you let go and listen with an open body and heart. Let's get into it. The main energy and message I received for you today is it's all about the flow. The vibe of the energy coming through right now for you is very strong and clear, and it's one of peace, release, surrender, expansion, and openness. So feel into those sensations. Does one stand out to you more than the others? Or are you craving any of these more? I'm shown that you're being guided into more of a season of flow, the energy of flow. This might mean that life is starting to move more fluidly for you, or you're being invited to find your own flow within this time. One of my favorite simple mantras and quotes that popped into my mind while I was channeling this message was, "This too shall pass." It's a simple truth, but a profound one. It reminds you that nothing lasts forever. Every emotion, every experience, whether joyful, painful, or mundane, will shift, will leave you, and you will move forward beyond it. And when I remember this and say this to myself, my nervous system often softens. I feel a sense of relief and peace. I take a deep breath and I settle into this present moment with more ease, even when things feel hard, because I trust that I will make it through this. This too shall pass, and another moment will come forward. And that mantra and sense brings the focus to the present moment. And that's what you're being asked to step into, because that's where you can find the most flow from. When you step into the present, you can more easily choose how you want to feel as you move through your life, through your days, and through the moments. You can take a breath. You can remember that it's okay to step back from the stress, from the hustle, or the push that's happening, and know that all will get done. But how do you want to feel while you're doing it? That's the really big thing here with this message. You can use this time as an invitation to loosen your grip on control. Let the flow remind you that there's beauty to be found here, always in this moment, because this too shall pass. So be here for it. Witness it, find acceptance in it, and do your best to navigate it with more heart and centeredness and flow. And here are 4 more messages I received for you related to this main message and energy. Message 1, things are clearing. There is a significant clearing happening from your energy body to your emotions, your physical space, and even relationships in your life. You might not see it in all of these areas, but I'm sensing that it's going to hit each of you a little bit different, and so I want to highlight the various ways that this might come forward for you. And I see this clearing like a strong gust of wind moving through you. It's external of you, but it's going to affect you because it's sweeping out what's no longer aligned or supportive, and it's kind of doing the work for you this time. This isn't something you need to force or even initiate, because most of this will happen naturally. Your role now with this is to surrender to the shifts that you're noticing and trust what's being removed. For some, you may have some physical symptoms that begin showing up or lingering. Doesn't feel like it's anything major, but it might be persistent enough to catch your attention. For example, I recently had a dry cough that hung around for weeks. My whole family seemed to get it too at different times, but with no real illness, just throat irritation that would bring this cough at times. And while I don't know the triggers, maybe it was allergies, maybe we did catch something, when I tuned in underneath, because I really believe that physical symptoms are often manifestations of things going on that are emotional, they're deeper, they're wrapped up in your reality, and they're a way to get your attention and send you a message. So I realized and felt that this cough was related to my family's communication. That right now, if you didn't catch my posts on Instagram, know that we are expecting our fourth baby in December, and we're getting so excited about it. But with that comes this preparation and a new dynamic and shifts that have to happen as you grow your family, as you adjust and you change, and that us as a family are being invited to strengthen how we share, listen, and express ourselves so we can strengthen our communication. And that really made sense to me. That makes sense while our throats felt kind of off and our coughs were consistent, because it took some time to move through that energy and to release and understand it. So notice if you have anything physical, an ache, a pain, this lingering thing that is coming up. See if you can get a message from it. I also received that clearing might show up for you in symbolic ways. A broken car, a wilting plant, a dish that shatters. If something exits your life suddenly, trust the timing and know that there's a reason for this. There's a reason that it's releasing, because there's also new energy coming forward. And emotionally, you may have senses of feeling fatigued, moody, irritable, or unsettled. No matter how this clearing presents itself for you, you're asked to flow with it, to let it arise and pass through. And note that the most important thing with this is that space is being made. These things are being cleared out so you can make space for something new and new energy and opportunities and things to come forward in your life. There is a wisdom in release. It's uncomfortable often, but there is a reason often that it is happening. So as you're moving through this, if there's something that you're already moving through or witnessing, you can get more clarity by asking your intuition or your guides, what is this clearing out? What is it creating space for? And see what you receive back. Message 2, a good time for a reset. In connection with this main energy of flow, there's a clear invitation to reset. And this feels like a sacred opportunity. You're being offered a moment to pause, to recalibrate, and to clear the slate in a way that feels nourishing and aligned. For many of you, I see that this reset is most needed in your physical body, but it could also relate to your space, your habits, or the emotional loops you've been running, especially ones that feel outdated or heavy. Once again, this is not about perfection or doing everything at once, clearing, resetting, because that can take time. Right now, you're asked to choose one area to soften into, to refresh, pay attention to, and bring intentional energy to it. Because resets offer their own kind of medicine for you. When you tidy a cluttered corner of your home or clear out an overstuffed drawer, you can feel an immediate sense of relief and lightness, right? We all know what that feels like. It feels so good. You accomplish something, it's cleaned up, things feel better, the energy flows more. And not only does the energy of that space flow more, the energy within you moves more freely. So that same principle applies to your inner world. When you reset your body, whether it's through hydration, rest, movement, or even a gentle cleanse, you're allowing your system to let go of what it's carrying and realign with vitality. And I want to share that when I first received this message, I was shown imagery of you doing an actual cleanse, either juice or broth. And you certainly do not need to do this to feel the full reset or step into that space, but I want to be honest and share what I received. So it felt like for those in warmer seasons, a few-day juice reset may feel energizing, uplifting, and light. And for those in colder climates, using warm broths and teas may offer the grounding and nourishment your body is craving to allow it to reset and release. And more important than the specific method is your intention at this time. So whether or not you do a cleanse, whether or not you're cleaning out your space, the intention here is to care for yourself, to allow your body and mind to pause and to welcome in new energy. And if you're unsure of what area you are needing to reset, ask yourself, where do I feel stuck or stagnant? What small change would bring a sense of relief or spaciousness in myself or in my life? See what comes forward, because maybe it's adjusting your screen time. Maybe it's a break from the same route you take to work every day. Maybe it's a shift in your morning routine or your sleep rhythm or how you're approaching your work. Whatever form your reset takes, it will be powerful because you're creating new space. And you may just be surprised by the clarity or opportunities that flow in after you take this intentional pause and reset. Message 3. Blue brings insight. Today, the color blue came forward as a symbolic and energetic guide. I always find it so fun when the colors come to dance with us. And I see that blue offers both insight and a very calming, supportive frequency at this time for you. Blue is also connected to your throat chakra, your voice, expression, and truth. So when you allow yourself to speak honestly, share your needs, and show up authentically, energy starts to move. Insight can flow in, and clarity becomes more accessible. So if you've been holding back, whether it's something you haven't said or a truth you've been avoiding, this is your nudge to let it come forward. You don't have to share it all at once or even with anyone else, but begin practicing honesty in the little things. Say what you mean, even if your voice shakes. Ask for what you need, even if you're unsure how it will be received, because you're building energetic momentum through your voice and expression at this time. And blue can support you here, not just as a visual or a color, but as a frequency. And you can bring more blue into your life physically through clothing, crystals, colors, a wallpaper, or spending time outside under the blue sky. You can also meditate with the color, visualizing it moving through your body as an energy, and especially around the throat, with the intention that it's going to help you soften any tension, dissolve blocks, and open you up to your truth. And I sense that this is coming forward right now because there's clarity here wanting to be found. But that clarity depends on your willingness to express. Breathe into the openness of blue, embody the flow that it reflects, and let it soften your nervous system, strengthen your voice, and carry you toward the insight that's been waiting to land. Message 4 and the last message. Truth is settling. If you've been feeling ungrounded, unsure of your next step, or stuck between a few different life directions, this message brings relief. A shift is underway. You may have been feeling an energy of indecision or uncertainty, but know that this is beginning to settle. I sense that a path is becoming clear now for you. One direction is aligning more strongly with your soul than others, and you're naturally starting to walk toward it and on it. I feel like you're about to experience this click, an aha moment, or a puzzle piece falling into place, and it's not this big overarching whoa and knowing, but it is something that's going to help you move past this vague or uncertain feeling. There will be this crystallization of understanding of what this path is and what this journey is going to be showing and sharing for you. And I feel like the last few months or so, you've been navigating something that has felt confusing or frustrating at times. Maybe you've been asking for signs, trying to figure it out, or even swinging between surrender and strategy. And the message here is that you haven't been doing anything wrong. It's just that the timing for clarity is only just now arriving. If you remember, it was probably about a month or so ago, we got a message that there was 3 paths that were in front of you, and you were kind of starting to figure out, which one am I going to walk moving forward? And this is where I see that one path has lit up and you're pulled towards it. So that fog that you've been feeling, that you've been kind of living in, while it serves a purpose, is slowly lifting. And so I sense that a new rhythm is going to come forward in your life and that you're going to figure out your next step, not only externally, but in yourself. So keep showing up for yourself, keep tending to your inner life, and trust the unfolding happening. These were the messages here for you today. And the biggest takeaway is really right now, flow is your ally. You're in a time of release and renewal, so trust what's leaving, honor what's arriving, and allow your intuition to guide the way. If you haven't already, be sure to follow or subscribe to the show so you never miss an episode. And if this episode spoke to you, send it to one friend who comes to mind. You never know how much they might need these reminders too. I am so grateful that you're here. Thank you for pressing play and being here in this community with me. Until next time, keep flowing, keep listening, and keep trusting. Thank you for joining me on Intuition Unlocked. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to subscribe so you never miss a moment of insight, guidance, or intuitive inspiration. To dive deeper into our community and get access to exclusive content, head to my website at www.olivia-ashley.com and subscribe to my newsletter. You can also connect with me on Instagram at wildlyolivia for daily inspiration and updates. Remember, your intuition is your superpower. Trust it, nurture it, and let it guide you. Until next time, I'm Olivia Ashley, and I can't wait to connect with you again.